What's going on, guys? It's Jeff back again with some more info. This came out a couple days ago. A whole bunch of information ended up coming out on my birthday, and this is more of like a leak. The last video that I did, the other stuff that came out on that day was much more official info. This is more back into that whole leaking area. So close to the game at this point, and people, I'm assuming by the time you guys see this video, are already playing campaign and stuff. Somehow people have been able to get some sort of image or something, and I've had it corroborated. Metaphor, actually a really good player, not necessarily like a full-blown leaker or anything, but it seems he does know a guy. Somebody's telling him information the same way I'm assuming people tell me stuff. Now, since this info came out, checking on it, I was told that this is legit. Now, we don't have any images, or at least, you know, at the time that I'm recording this video, we don't have any actual images of it, but Metaphor says here, he tweets, 4 mastery camos are coming to Modern Warfare 2. There's a gold camo, which is a typical, platinum. I'm gonna assume the gold is for like a singular weapon. Platinum would be for an entire weapon class. Shattered Dark Matter Ultra lookalike. Looks amazing. This I'm going to assume is maybe like a platform mastery camo or something, because they did mention a platform mastery being a part of it, and that they want multiple like camos and stuff like that over time. So there's a possibility that they're gonna add even more mastery camos in the future past this point. So gold camo for a singular weapon, platinum for the entire category of weapons. Shattered Dark Matter Ultra lookalike, I'm gonna assume for either all of the platforms, an entire singular platform, or something else. And then we also have space camo. It's a dark aether / fall camo. Looks okay, could be better. The gun coverage looks bad on the space camo. Multiple mastery tabs for additions. So again, yeah, like I was saying, I didn't even read that part. Space camo, I actually made a video recently. You should go and check that video out. This mastery camo grind scared me or some shit like that. In that video, I showed everybody the black sky camo, which is the mastery camo of that game. And it looks arguably probably the best ever. It's not my favorite, but I can't really argue. I mean, it's like a space nebula thing. It sounds like that's what this is going to be, a space nebula type of situation. Now, he goes on to explain here, this guy says, are there any references to make any comparison of what they'll be approximately like? Now, before there was a leak that said that there was some sort of uranium camo or some shit like that, and I heard that that wasn't true. And this is also sounding different from what that was. So space camo kind of looks like an oil spill, like, you know, oil or gasoline on the ground in a puddle or something like that. It's got this cool rainbow look to it, which I think would look great. Hopefully it's animated. I don't really know if it'll be or not, but the way that they're describing it, it sounds like it would actually be like an animated camo, but we'll see. DM Ultra, the Shattered Dark Matter Ultra one, looks like DM Ultra improved with crystals and chunks in it. So I'm gonna assume this, but it's like probably moving, or it's got like kind of an angular look to it. So it'll be kind of almost like a mixture of like obsidian almost with it. It's like block. That's the way I'm imagining it. Tell me gold is just gold and not just like a gold and black mix. It's pure gold apparently. Yeah, people really were not big fans of the gold in Modern Warfare 2019 with the weird like squiggly lines and stuff. I'm not a big fan of the squiggly lines either for any of them. I'm not even a fan of how the squiggly pattern even is over on Damascus. You guys know my feelings towards Damascus. Way too much work for a camo that does not look good. Honestly, they have fixed camo coverage before when fans have voiced their views on it. I think BO3 OG Dark Matter and how bad that looked, and Dark Aether and Black Ops Cold War on Warzone. Yeah, I mean, obviously they'll make changes to them if they're like absolute. Everyone just complains and says that this is absolutely terrible, and no one, like, you know, just lets them have a pass. Yeah, hopefully it'll, you know, get fixed or whatever. I was really hoping that the coverage and stuff like that with the new system and engine and stuff, the coverage would work a little bit better, especially with a lot of different like attachments and things that tend to ruin a lot of blueprints and even just camos in general. Sometimes it's just really weird. Confirmed the Riot Shield. We've seen the Riot Shield. We've heard about the Riot Shield. We've seen images of it. It's in the first one. It's in Modern Warfare 2019. We're gonna get a Riot Shield. I'm still wondering if the Riot Shield is gonna work on your back. I don't have it on my back at the moment, but that shit is actually kind of broken. It still even worked over in Vanguard. For months, people were able to run around with a Riot Shield on their back, and then they ended up moving some perks around to try to balance it a bit more. But that shit is actually so good that honestly it'd be worth it, especially if you only play things like shipment and stuff. It doesn't matter if I have Ghost. It doesn't matter like whatever perks they tried to replace this shit with. It didn't really matter. You could still just put on Overkill and just throw it on your back. They need to make it just not effective. That's just the truth. They need to make it just ineffective, or have some sort of like major penalty to having the shit on your back or something, like hit your movement speed like super hard or some shit. I also think like actually having a good camo as a reward at the end of the actual camo grind is really truly something that really pushes people to go and get it. Overall, if it doesn't look good, like just so many people won't go for it. So I just feel like it's just a straight up win-win if they were to just have them animated. I just feel like more often than not, animated camos are more eye-catching than not. I understand also also that people might want to try to stay within like the whole realistic shit. But again, 2 years. And you guys know you're going to be doing crazy shit with the bundles and all that stuff, so why not? Also, additional camos, I mean, they added obsidian, so I'm curious what they would do if somebody were to unlock every single weapon under every single platform and do every single challenges for all. Unless one of those challenges is that. Well, Metaphor just came out with some new shit. Your mastery camo names: gold, platinum, polyatomic / element. I don't know. That's weird. And Orion. Is that how you say it? Orion? Orion? Onion. They look fire. I would grind it regardless, but yes, I do believe the average person would like these camos too. Yeah, that a lot of people will go and do it. Very well known that if the camo looks good, people will definitely be more enticed to go and get it because they're just like, damn, that shit looks so good. And regardless of how unpopular Infinite Warfare was, that had some of the most disgusting grinders on it. I still think Damascus is definitely the most ridiculous grind. I'm not even gonna count the Obsidian challenge. That shit is just, that's not even a challenge within the game. You don't get a reward for it. You're just fucked up. I started feeling the flow of Modern Warfare 2 within the beta. Started getting real comfortable, more consistent at dropping higher kills and stuff as time went. So I'm gonna assume polyatomic is actually like that weird shattered dark matter thing that he's talking about. The way I'm imagining it is it literally is gonna have like the colors and stuff of like dark matter, either dark matter ultra or dark aether, I'm not entirely sure. But it's gonna have like some weird angular reflective shit to it. I don't know how else to describe that past that point. Like where DM ultra looks smooth, this one will look like it's kind of like rippling maybe, or like spiking or some shit. By definition, the way that they're describing it, they sound like there was some crazy over-the-top reactive shit, like animated. I don't have a problem with it, but you know, maybe some of those, you know, Modern Warfare 2019 purists are gonna be like, they're gonna be upset that it's animated or something, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be upset unlocking, you know, Damascus V2 at some dog shit clown camo. Like, Atomic is what Damascus should have been initially. No one should ever have to play for that many hours to give them a camo that is just that underwhelming, I'm sorry. For the average person, that sucks. By the time you're seeing this video, I'm probably like chilling in a hotel room, probably spamming Overwatch on like some dog shit Wi-Fi. It's awesome. Look how laggy it is. I'm getting like weird, like slow-mo shots. It's weird. It's like, yeah, right there. Why is it so smooth? The animation is so smooth. Like, I'm slowing down like a high FPS clip or some shit. It actually looks so cool. What the fuck? That UFC event is the biggest UFC event, and it's gonna be on a good weekend. Overall, hold on, holy shit. Like, even the prelims are stacked. They have Bilal Muhammad on the prelims. Why? Volkan Oezdemir. I mean, there's some Mohammed Mokayev. I think Bilal Muhammad beats Sean Brady. I think people are gonna be mad about it. I think he's just gonna be able to actually keep up in terms of the wrestling and the striking. I think he'll be okay. Benil Dariush versus Gamrot. I'm gonna pick Gamrot. Gamrot is insane. He's really, really good. I like Benil, but I don't know. The striking of Gamrot is great, and his grappling is going to definitely be able to deal with Dariush. So, Jan versus Sean O'Malley. I think this is kind of a crazy matchup, but I'm glad that Sean O'Malley is actually fighting someone that is really, truly skilled. He does match up really well into him in terms of like the striking and stuff like that, but after round one, I just don't really know what happens. Like, Piotr Jan tends to start slow. O'Malley tends to start fast. So it's kind of like off rip. It is dangerous for Piotr Jan. Of course it's dangerous. There's good fighters, and then there's like real champion level type of fighters. I just feel like you need a full-blown skill set in order to beat somebody like him. So I'm gonna pick Jan in that one. O'Malley can win though, but if he wins, it's gonna be very early. No way he wins at least 3 of the rounds. There's no way. I mean, it's 3 rounds though. I'm still gonna pick Jan, but ooh, 3 rounds is actually interesting now that I'm thinking about it. For some reason, I thought 5. It'll definitely be interesting. And then Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. I think Aljamain's got that shit. I picked Aljo the last time when he fought Jan, and nobody believed in Aljo at the time. I'm gonna pick him again here. I just feel like that'll be just an insane fight overall. The pace is gonna be nuts. So Gamrot, Jan, Aljamain Sterling, and main event Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. I'm gonna pick Charles Oliveira. I think Charles Oliveira is a good matchup into him. I think Charles is too dangerous everywhere for Makhachev to actually deal with him. I think he's gonna get hit by him and be very, very surprised at what that feels like. And I also think that Oliveira can actually stall him even if he does manage to get taken down. People have had success stumping this crazy, heavy grappling style. Had success by keeping them in guard. And Oliveira's guard is very, very dangerous, and he gets it back very, very well. I just think Makhachev is gonna feel very, very surprised at the power of Oliveira, the sharpness of him, and just how dangerous he truly is. It's not like I think this is a guaranteed win for him. Obviously, this is high-level shit. I don't think any of these fights are guarantees, but I'm picking Charles. That's the biggest card of the year. I'm so ready. Woo!